Seems like the chat is up.
Yeah, it seems so.
Can they hear us? They can hear us too. I forgot to mute us. Oh well, let's just get on with it. All right, hello everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm not sure if our chat is working here, so if you could throw us a little hello or something if you're out there. If not, we just finished lunch and we're just going to brew some Shui Xian and have some fun. Talk a little bit about a little bit off tea topic, but I was wondering if anybody saw any meteorites in the peak of the Perseids last night. So we went meteorite hunting with some Shui Xian, which was really fun.
And Dorito.
And Doritos, yeah. And we had a great time.
Oh, hello, Simmerjeet.
Hey, Simmerjeet, how you doing? Whoa, the chat is working. This is excellent.
That's so cool.
So we're just popping in for a quick hello after an after lunch tea. We've adjusted our tea table. Oh, I forgot to turn on the tea, so let me do that. Get the water boiling. And we've adjusted our tea table setup, so you'll be able to watch me brew Shui Xian.
And you can even see our indoor tea table behind you.
Yes, I was going to mention that. Right about here in the back. Boop, boop. Is our that's where we often sit indoors and we look out the window, especially in the winter. So yeah. So Simmerjeet, did you see any of the meteor shower last night at all? Did you manage to catch that? I think in Toronto it's pretty hard. Some of the folks
drive.
Yeah, a long time I think to get out of the light. You saw quite a few, huh? Right away.
Yes, a few.
One
I was
shoot
lucky.
right
One was right away. As soon as we arrived, I saw a pretty bright and a long one.
I was goofing with the camera.
So yeah, we tried to take some pictures and stuff.
Yeah, not too bad. We got to work on it though. We got to work on it.
Do you think this one has some lagging to it? Like
they always have lag, yeah. It's unavoidable. But we don't see it because we see the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah, so today I'm going to brew up some Shui Xian. When I'm asked at festivals what's my favorite tea, I always have to have an answer, and I do have an answer, and it's Shui Xian. If I want to be really picky, it's probably more in the Lao Zong, the old bush Shui Xian, because those ones are really like mind-blowing good, but all Shui Xian really does it for me, but I really like all kinds of tea, and I have trouble picking a favorite, because if I'm in a different mood, sometimes I don't want rock tea, sometimes I like Shui Xian, but we're going to brew my favorite today. I set up this live, so I got to pick the tea. And Sunday we're brewing Da Fo Lom Jin for our Sunday tea book, so you don't want to miss that. That is going to be a fun time. We're getting into, do you remember that you mentioned the upcoming topic? I cannot remember right now. We just finished a bunch of really cool stuff, so if you missed it, you can check it out. It's we did lots of cool stuff about tea appraisal, tea appreciation, how to...
Right. Tea vessels. We're coming up to do tea vessels.
Tea vessels. So we're in this really great, meaty, hands-on part, so it's going to be super fun. And
but we changed the time, though.
Yes, this Sunday we had to change the time. My mom's 75th birthday is coming up, so I obviously have to be at that, and I'm really looking forward to it. So we moved it to like 7 p.m. So
evening Sunday tea book read.
Yeah, a little Sunday
Calming.
evening tea book gets you sort of in a zen state, so you're ready to face the onslaught of Monday. I see that Simmerjeet likes Shui Xian too. What's not to like after all?
Yeah.
Just take the kettle. I didn't put too much water. Hopefully it'll boil pretty soon. Oh, it's about to go, and I've got the screaming kettle, so we'll definitely notice when it boils. I'll do a little dry leaf though. I'll show off the dry leaf.
You should show over there changing.
Okay. Yeah, you're right actually. Yeah, totally. She's totally right. So I'll switch over here with our fancy transition, and I'll show you guys the leaf.
Is it this?
Oh, wrong way. It's a little bit backwards for me. So there is the leaf. Really gorgeous. Like when we talked on Sunday about the luster of the dry leaf, you can see it in this tea. Like it has a sort of silkiness to it. I guess you can still hear the cicadas. I think Simmerjeet commented about them last time we were outdoors.
They're crazy.
Hopefully they're not drowning us out. But yeah, you can see, and there's some like, it's got a nice roast with some red leaf.
Your cell phone is really good. This is actually a cell phone camera, and it's really true to the color. And
yeah, it
look,
is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I was surprised because sometimes the cell phone can be a little bit like
So now I don't have any tools, so I'm gonna have to use my finger a little bit because these leaves are a bit big for the opening. So I forgot to bring tools. That's okay. We're doing an outdoor tea brew, and I may have overdone. I went pretty heroic with my tea amount, and I was kind of thinking of a different Gaiwan, but no, I think this is going to be just about perfect.
I insist on this teapot, my
Yeah.
Yancha teapot. This
Which the opening's a little bit small for the.
lower.
There we go.
Right, here we go.
Opening's a
Nice.
little small for Shui Xian, but yeah, you can see in it, pretty nice. And it's these. What do you call this finish? Do. The finish on the pot, like that color that has a name.
断泥.
Duan
It's the clay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hard to take care of. It's Chinese for hard to take care of. Not really.
Honestly, this teacup is like one. I think this teacup is my
Teapot.
yes, is my teapot. But it's the teapot that I really listen.
Oh,
Like
look, there's a hornet on the screen. We're okay.
we're okay. But basically everything about that teapot is wrong.
That's right. I was teasing her about it before the
Yeah,
video.
but it is. You know, 断泥 is really hard to cultivate, really hard to young. Because of the color, they have those cars are even harder. Then somehow I decided to use that for rock tea, which the opening isn't wide enough
It's a
and the
little bit
color
tight,
is
that's true.
really dark. It's just now this teapot is
Yeah, she took
spotted.
a high maintenance pot and made it higher maintenance.
Right? It's and everybody warns me, don't do that. It's just you're looking for trouble, and they were right. But sometimes you just have those times that, okay, I know what you guys are saying, but I just want to try it. I just somehow want it like that so badly.
It was your destiny to own this pot
Something
and
like
to
that.
brew rock tea in it. Alright, so
Hey, did you rinse?
yeah, I gave a nice little rinse.
Guess what? I don't rinse in that teapot.
Oh, I did. I can see why now though. It was a pretty long rinse.
Yes. I just feel like it loses so much.
Yeah, definitely. Well, here we go. Sorry if it broke anybody's heart out there watching that gorgeous rinse. The rinse was a bit more pale than this though. Yeah,
Because the spout is gentle too.
yeah, very gentle.
I don't use.
So we'll have a look at the liquor color there.
Nice one. Whew, that's really nice.
I'm getting the hang of this camera. And moment of truth. We literally just finished lunch, hence our tardiness, our slight tardiness.
Is that slightly like scraping? Not scraping.
The sawing.
I feel like it was a little bit jerky.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's definitely jerky for us. I wonder out there if
Oh.
it's smooth.
Okay, this is good.
I really love this tea. It's got a really smooth
This is good.
approach. Can I say that? When you have the first sip, it's
I like this, the floral in it. It's so soothing.
For
It's
me,
not
it's the
overly floral. Like it's not from one dental. It's not like any other
Right.
floral. It's just a subdued, but it's there, and it's a very calming aroma.
There's a weird thing about Shui Xian that it has this watery. It sounds a little bit negative if you hear it, but it's a watery mouthfeel. But it's actually a pretty desired mouthfeel. It's not like it's thin watery, right?
I think it's not mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is not
Watery flavor.
This is a watery
That's what it is.
flavor. It's not mouthfeel. It's weird.
Which
even
it still sounds pretty weird and counterintuitive though. But if you taste like just really fresh, clean water, this has that kind of bright, fresh.
spring water sweetness kind of brisk.
Right.
I was gonna say when you pour the water in the teapot, right? You feel that all the way up, and there's a lot of bubbles there.
Yeah, I should give it a little scrape. Huh?
Yes.
So the reason you give it the scrape, and I'm a little bit shy about that, is I guess the bubbles are a little bit astringent, right? So you want to scrape them away. But there's the color again. It does look really pretty on the table. I just left it there.
And it's really true to the color we're seeing here.
Yeah, I just left it there to stare at it for a moment. Cut back to us. Are you having any tea at the moment, Simmerjeet? And hey, who else is out there? I see there's a few other people out there. Hello, welcome to the impromptu live cast. We're just brewing up some Shui Xian, if you missed the intro. Really thick mouthfeel, actually, pretty thick. I want to get some other flavor notes, but that delicious spring watery flavor hit me right away.
Really nice.
With the floral.
What's better after meal, cigar or tea?
I gotta go with tea, but I'm not a cigar smoker.
No, that's from the good, the bad, and the ugly. Not the only thing I remember.
They mentioned tea, right?
No, cigar.
Yes.
You love that good cigar.
Nothing better after a good meal than a cigar. Right?
Something like that. Something like that.
I can't remember whose line that was. That is, I have to admit, that's not one of my most remembered quotes from that movie. Because there's so many great quotes in that movie. So many. Oh, we're not on the table. Can you switch to the table?
Yes.
And us. And us.
Tea table with us.
There we go. And I'll do the scrape. I'm going to do my best. I'm not really, so the bubbles are on this side, so I'm going to scrape them out. And then I'm going to switch with that. I'm a bit of a novice at the bubble scrape.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Thank you. Boosting my confidence.
Yes. Oh, Simmerji is having lunch.
Oh, yeah. You're like us. You eat a little bit later in the day.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, not too late, too. We were a bit early because of the live cast. We actually pushed our lunch up, so we're usually eating right around this time, or maybe 3 even.
I've been like staying at home a lot. We really doesn't have much chance to burn the energy we eat, so we kind of slightly changed to 2.5 meal.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Gorgeous, bright orange. We were talking about liquor color in the recent Sunday tea books too, and this is a great example of clear and bright liquor. Like you can just see, quite gorgeous.
I really like your setup.
Let it come back to us though. Is it too much switch? I don't know. I'm switching, I don't care. Yeah, thanks, Simmerji. We were just looking at the color. It's a bit stunning. It's got a great almost like a dry caramel or a roasted, like a toasty grain underneath the floral. And a great, that spring water freshness, there's the mineral is embedded in that, almost just like a spring water would have maybe a bright mineral flavor. This has that too. Oh, and a little bit of
really well made.
Really nice, almost brown sugary, but that's not quite right.
This Shui Xian is from Wusandi. Wusandi to Shui Xian. It still has its own unique and it's just better.
Really good location for Shui Xian.
You can taste the difference. I cannot put my fingers in like, oh, this taste note means it's this region and it means it's better. It's just somehow overall performance is deeper, it's richer, and it's just so pleasant and make me doughy. Plus the lunch.
It's yeah, those things are really hard to describe. I always say that when sort of the better a tea gets, the trickier it gets to it gets really tricky to express those things because it's not just hitting you with things like, big cinnamon or big floral notes or lots of rocky mineral or leather or whatever it is the tasting note happens to be. It starts to get really kind of complicated and personal, almost like a feeling.
At some point, you really feel like, what is a good tea? Is it a good tea? Good tea is a tea that makes.
Sorry, I gotta defend her from hornets. It's one of my strict household duties.
Yes.
That even when I'm live, I must perform this duty. So I apologize if I start waving my arms around.
I'll try not to scream.
Yeah, and she'll try not to scream, but I have to be on guard of those hornets. Okay. So you'll see me do that every now and then. Yeah. So what were we talking about?
Right. Good tea. Good tea.
And how hard it is to describe is more.
No,
like,
I think the good tea is very simple. What is a good tea? Is when people are drinking it and suddenly it becomes so quiet.
I've noticed that many times in a room. Yes.
It just become quiet. It's not that people are trying to chime in with tasting notes or we're good. It's a moment people are even confused or something. It cannot.
Or it just draws them into the moment.
Yeah, they're really trying to pull things out because it's complex. It's not one thing that jump out.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times where the room has been really buzzing and we brew up a tea and suddenly we're like, oh boy, I feel like you kill a party a little bit.
Yeah,
but eventually everybody has a good time after because they're like, wow.
Yeah.
Anybody else having any tea? I feel like they're not too chatty, so I don't want to force them to divulge if they're having tea or not. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're just talking about Shui Xian and doing an outdoor live. It's something we've been experimenting with, and I think we got things smoothed out a little bit better. Just waiting.
It's actually a really nice setup, like as an outdoor situation.
And it's a gorgeous day today. Not too hot, not too cool, not too many trucks going by. So it's not too loud for you guys out there, hopefully.
Yeah.
And a little bit of talk about Shui Xian, a little bit of talk about meteorites, a little bit of upcoming Sunday tea book. This coming up is teaware, which is going to be really fun. I'm really enjoying this section. It's all been really hands-on. How to assess tea was a couple episodes ago. Last episode was brewing, and not brewing, but appreciating tea. So how to go about. No, that was 2 ago as well. Last one was...
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And actually, I'm very, very excited because last week, I was at one of the live or something. We talked about I want to do a little presentation. I want to do a little like a presentation of my travel to Tibet. It's 2 years ago, but I just noticed I didn't share much of that experience. And it's really fun. It's a travel... but more outsider. Everything was new and different, and everything is really fun. Why did I think of that? I forgot. I'm
not sure, but while you remember that, we're thinking of probably doing that one. We're still not sure, but probably try that one live again using some of our new technology to kind of make that a really engaging and fun for you guys out there. So again, that's kind of why we do these impromptu lives, just kind of push the technology a little bit. So kettle's about to boil, so I want to get it just before it screams. Hey Brandon, how's it going? Just dropping in for a second to say hi. I'm at work, so I can't stay, but I will have some when I get home tonight. Cool, thanks for dropping in, Brandon.
Brew some tea when you're watching.
Don't get busted. And have a great day at work. Well, that was a nice pop in.
Wednesday. When I was a kid, I always loved Wednesday. Because for us, Wednesday is PD day. PD day? Is that PD day for you guys?
PE? Phys ed?
No. Teacher has a training. So, but ours doesn't have the full day off. We have rather than having...
Yeah, that's a PD day, by the way. You nailed that.
Okay.
Yeah, professional development.
Yes. So we get off school early. We usually finish at 4:05, but on Wednesday we finish at 3:30. I remember. It's just so awesome.
So everybody's probably laughing because that's when we always get off school at about 3:30. But yeah, their normal time is 4 or 5. It's like, learn more.
Right, but so Wednesday is always like so exciting for me. And I hate Thursday and Tuesday.
What about Monday and Friday?
I love Monday. Monday, I feel like I'm gonna learn for the whole week. I have so much new things to have. I'm really excited.
Wow, you're a good kid.
Yeah.
And Friday, you're obviously
Tuesday
excited
is-
because you're done.
Yes. Tuesday is that kind of a passion is gone.
Right.
And you feel like, oh
And
my
the
God, I
whole
have
week
3
is ahead of you.
Yes.
The only good thing about Tuesday is Wednesday's coming.
Yes. Same with the Thursday. It's not here yet. But it's really, you had a long week already.
Wow. Well, it's Wednesday, so we can enjoy it again. It's PD day for somebody somewhere. Not much bubbles left. Give it a little moment. Well, it's pretty hot. Probably won't need now. We got a good view here. Let's move this way. Yes.
Hey, do you think in September when the kids wear masks to school here, do they?
All of that stuff is still. I mean,
Oh,
I don't
no?
know. I think it's up in the air.
Because in China they wear masks, and when they are off school, so they have the parents pick up the wrong kid.
All right. So just in all the hustle and bustle, right? It's just yell, get in, get in. So the kid jump in the car and then realize it. Oh darn.
Yeah,
It's
but
not my
halfway
dad.
without overly without the left too long, they realize pick up the wrong kid, and then they have, and the real kid was just watching everything happening.
Must have been a funny story at the supper table.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do all about that. Let's put this here.
I really like that color. I'm really happy because a lot of times the camera changes the color
Yes.
where it doesn't show
And
enough.
in fact, indoors, this is exactly the camera that does change the color indoors. But out here, it's really doing well. I think maybe it just likes the
Light.
the white balance of natural light better. I'm not sure. Oh, that's still really performing well. I think we're on the 4th infusion.
At least for
Really, the other thing about a good tea that's really wonderful is the different notes integrate so well. It's not like there's a note here and a note here, like there's a watery flavor, and over here there's like also some roasted grains. They're all overlapped and well mixed, really connected. None of them feel like they're showing off or standing out. They're just all, in the end, what's going on is we're just tasting this great tea. We're not, all of those other things are just descriptions. You're just into it. She's just enjoying it. It's okay. You enjoy your tea. That's what we're here for.
no, you're the one who is good with the description.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't think I'm very good
Like
at it.
you
at all.
asked
It's
me
so
to
hard.
pick up something that's a Shui Xian flavor. It's a good Shui Xian flavor.
Yeah, really hard to not just drink it and not talk about it.
That's why you're in charge of the website. If I'm in charge of the website, I don't think anybody would like my description.
Yeah, I talked about that back at Toronto Tea Festival this year. I did a talk about that was one of the things I covered was just explaining how when we started this tea business, what is it now, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, almost 6.
Almost 6 years ago, she tells me, oh, by the way, you're writing the descriptions on the website, right? I'm supposed to be the nerd, the website guy, and I was really freaked out because I don't know.
I see potential in you.
Right? You saw potential really early, but it was interesting. It was fun to talk about, and I wasn't sure if it would be interesting
I
at all,
do
but people
notice
really
you-
liked that
Yeah.
talk about learning to explain those and why we even explain tea like that it's not so useful except for just to kind of get you to try it and get that so you can experience it yourself. And it's just a way to understand how each other are experiencing a given tea. It doesn't actually... I like your explanation of explaining what an apple tastes like to someone who never tasted an apple. It is in fact impossible. In the end, they have to taste an apple, and then we can
Right?
talk about
That's
our
what-
different
it's really hard.
different takeaways from those apples.
Right, you have to compare the
Whoops.
Royal Gala vis-a-vis.
Yeah,
red delicious, then I
Oh.
can tell you they're different. But if
Yes.
you know what I mean, that's why. Because when we first taste teas, I remember you can pop out the things. I was like, what? You say apple juice. I was like, no, it's tea. I can
Right,
never understand
right,
that.
right,
I
right.
could never
Mm.
describe a tea like that. I can every now and then, okay, this tea of this, I might feel something that I really know, but it's just not normal.
Yeah.
It's really abnormal. I just describe them like really deep or
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
smooth. Like this one is, for me, is very silky, smooth, soft.
Mm. Yeah,
You
I
know,
love your descriptions
it's
too.
like,
I try to capture some of those on the website too. And I notice in China when we're tasting tea, there's maybe 2 or 3 tasting notes on the first infusion, and the rest is all about body, strength, character, like really ephemeral, those characteristics of the tea.
Yeah.
They're not talking about flavor notes. They're talking about how is this tea performing. That's another word you use that I really like. Is it's more like, it's almost like a performance or a unveiling. And I was thinking, I'm glad I didn't do it for this live, but I do like the setup. I was thinking about
You can
doing-
move the whole thing.
doing a couple Shui
Forward.
Xian.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I usually keep my cup here. Right
No,
now.
I was thinking the tea table could go to the end a little bit. Would that like go here-ish? Would that still has that? But
Here we go.
would that be better?
I don't know. It's all good. Anyway, I was thinking, because I wanted to do an impromptu live just to kind of get out there and say hello to everybody and have some after lunch tea. But then I thought, maybe we should do a side-by-side Shui Xian. And then I'm like, whoa, hold the phone, Tiger, not too much at once. But I think it would work really well.
I think so.
People can see the color. They can
We
see
gotta
the.
do that outdoor, like with sufficient light, and that
Oh, it's
camera
really pretty.
really presents the real color.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Not sure it would be always possible, especially in the winter. Hey, Josh, what's going on?
Hello, Josh.
Now I'm afraid to ask. I was about to say, let us know if you think we should do an outdoor live in the middle of winter. But now that Josh is here, I know he's going to think that's a great idea just to get us. Oh, thanks, Josh. I think we showed this off on, it's full. Let me just get it out here so I can show you the teapot, of course. It's about time. But yeah, we were talking about the teapot earlier. It's this teapot was destined to be belonged by Jen.
Not so much.
No, it really was.
exaggeration.
It really was. It was destined to be belonged by Jen. So
Oh.
that's a close-up of it for you.
You
Let
can
me take my
see-
finger off his nose. And he's got it. It's a little dragon. Is it dragon?
No,
right?
it's a pixiu.
Oh.
It's a pixiu. But
Which
you
is
see
a-
the line. It's all like the tea has a.
Yeah, those are not perfect situations. In the bottom, shall I show them the bottom? No, it's too hard. I'm probably going to break something. I'm not going to go there. But I think it was a great choice, and I'm glad we chose to brew with it today. I almost vetoed her and brewed with my rock tea pot, which is a gorgeous little square pot with a cute little characteristic chip out of the spout that I put on it about 2 days after I owned it. In a terrible brewing accident. But everything's fine. It still pours great, and it still looks great, and it has its character too. So our rock teapots have rough life.
What a conclusion. I think I chipped the little black teapot. The lid. No.
The little black one, which?
The black teapot. The little round xixi.
Oh, I really like that one. Your Lapsam Suchong
Yeah.
pot?
It originally was a last one Suzhong pot. Then I realized I don't drink black tea in teapot as much, so that become the black tea teapot.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's just observed. He likes the non-circular lid, and the fit is really good too. You're right. It's a really nice teapot. Although I think it is the Lapsam pot.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lid that blows my mind. I love that lid.
No, I think
Oh, it's
you
her
like
Taekwon
the
Yin
one
pot.
one.
Her Taekwon Yin pot has actually got a bevel, and so when it sets into the opening, there's no overhang. Like a lot of them feature this. Let me show you here. they've got this little overhang here, right? And some of them have a little bit
Gotta
of
go
like
lower,
a slanted
slightly
one.
lower. When you go close to the
like
camera.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the
anyway,
camera
so you can
facing
see it,
down.
right? And but this one is just, it drops in and it's a perfect circle with just a tight line, and the fit is exquisite. It's like when you pour, no drops come out from around the lid. It's really like, it's funny, if you don't pay any attention to it, you'll just make the tea, pour the tea. But if you think about the crafting of it, it will give you a little like, whoa, that's pretty awesome moment. Oh, here's an idea. He's got an idea here.
What?
Let's read it in order though. Love the
Okay.
teapot, really unique, really lovely. I like the non-circular lid. As someone who does ceramics, it's master level difficulty. Oh, okay. He's a ceramicist, he knows.
Oh.
Though I do have an idea for you guys, like a charcoal tea brewing primer, because I'd like to get a charcoal kettle and stove set up under, but I don't know how to use one. I guess, yeah, we've never done, I feel like we did a live with our charcoal pot, but we didn't feature it. So maybe we could do a setup where we show the whole setup. And
What does a charcoal tea brewing primer mean?
I don't know, I think he means, you can tell us what you mean exactly, but my thought is he just wants us to show that, like, here's how we do our charcoal tea.
Oh.
We're pretty, we're not very fancy though. Like, when we were doing that, somebody asked us, do you use those, I guess they make special charcoal just for that. We use briquettes. We use pretty good briquettes, I have to say, right? But like, we try to find the ones that are the least stinky, and they're like pretty clean wood, but they are still briquettes. And yeah, so I guess that's what my point is. I don't think what we do is super traditional, but it's super effective. It gets the water boiled and it gets the tea made, which I love.
Yes, I'm not overly like picky about that. As long as it, like you said, it boils water, I'm okay.
And we've both noticed that the using clay as a kettle, it does something special to the water. It makes that, it's not a big huge thing, but it's a noticeable thing compared to today. We're just using a stainless kettle, and compared to our cast iron kettle,
Which one do you prefer the most? This one, cast iron, and clay?
It's kind of a tie between clay and cast iron. I find the cast iron's very neutral. I don't.
I feel like the cast iron is very, it's. Is that because
Let's
it's
do
iron?
a video, side by side. Stainless, cast iron, really hard to time the water boil, right? The charcoal is super slow.
Yeah.
The cast iron's not too bad. In fact, it would
How
just.
do you boil that? Do you totally just use from zero?
No, I would do the charcoal, and just when the charcoal's about to boil, start the other two. They'll catch up easily. And once the water starts to steam on the charcoal, light up the stainless and light up this guy super fast. So light him up last.
Well,
Get them to boil all at once. Brew the same tea from the 3 kettles.
The cast iron, you use Brita water. It takes a while to boil.
Oh,
If you
don't
use the
Zoji
water, it's a different water.
You're right. Anyway, I think it's a great video. I don't expect we would see much difference.
Right, I feel like the setup is a little bit complicated.
Yeah, we can time it. Try it once and then do it. What we could do is just try it, and then when we've got it figured out, go live. Just surprise everybody. Aren't we awful? We just do that. I don't usually schedule it, and if you were on at 1:30 today and see us 10 minutes late, that's why we don't usually schedule. We were eating lunch. But anyway, I love the idea of the. So I don't know. Are we hitting your idea? Can't find any videos explaining it. Not like in ceremonial way, but just how to go about using one as a part of your tea setup. Yeah, I think the key to us is outdoors. We don't use the charcoal kettle inside. We can't.
Yeah, because the charcoal we use I don't think it's.
I don't think charcoal exists that you would really want to use indoors personally. But I don't know. Great idea.
Well, here is the difference between the Canadian indoors and the Chinese indoors.
There's a big difference. Yeah. No, it's all about that. Like their spaces are a lot more open depending where you are and stuff. So it's really not a big deal. Right. even the kitchen we were in Fuding, like that quote, the restaurant, that monk where the monks were making the food, like that was quote unquote indoors with a huge raging wood fire, like a giant wood fire underneath the wall, and there's no issue. It's really airy.
Our house is not sealed at all.
Yeah.
When you go to south, you could even see houses with not open roof. The roof are built, but underneath the roof, you're missing some parts. You know.
I was thinking of the circle houses in Pinghe, in where the Bayat Silan comes from. Those were really old traditional homes. But even in Siping, we saw a house like that too. It's got a little courtyard in the center. So you're in the house. Sorry, I have my duty. So you're in the house, and there's the bedrooms are off to the side, and everything's under roof. But in the middle of the house, you see the sky. Oh, there goes a motorbike with the. Whoa, that's.
What's in the back?
I don't know what's in the back, but he's going by, texting with one hand on his motorbike. Let me show you. Texting, wobbling, little wobbly, with the radio super loud because it's a motorbike. I guess it has to be super loud. That was talented. Hope you love the dynamic nature of our outdoor videos. We have no idea what's going to happen. A neighbor might walk by and start chatting with us. That happened in one of our videos. It's pretty fun. Hey, how's it going? And then we try to ignore them like politely and come back to the video. Anyway, I think that wraps it up. We did a couple kettles. Oh, we still got tea here. Let me come over here. Finish on the tea
I feel
table.
like I can taste the metal. The stainless steel taste.
Stainless is really inert, I feel like, but that's a taste too, right? A lack of character or some lack of body. I feel like the clay gives it almost a cleansing, purified feel or something weird.
Clay, I feel like you're putting some mineral, make that softer. It's not as straight. I don't know.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that cooled down a bit in a different kind of approach. A little bit more rocky, a little bit more of those mineral granite, right? Really popping out. Can be the phase we're into. Is this still happening? This one's gonna go for a long time.
Oh, it's in that view. We didn't check it back. I was like, let me change the view.
Yeah, no, I checked. And oh, that guy's in the perfect spot. No, here a bit better. I'm gonna let it infuse for a bit because we're getting up there. But it'll be ready.
Taste the plain water to see a source. If there's a difference. Yes.
We've got a lot of water videos kind of in the idea bank. I really like the mineral water idea too. Different mineral waters.
What is that?
Another video idea. You know,
video?
Spring water, store-bought mineral water, blah blah blah. You know, another side by side with all the other parameters the same. So many videos, such little time.
I'm so doughy after lunch.
That looks weird when I grab it there and then it comes over here. Ooh.
How does that work? Oh yeah.
Hey, Joseph Burton, how you doing? Welcome. We're just finishing up. Well, I think we're going to be brewing this for a while, but we're just getting close to wrapping up. But just enjoying some Shui Xian and some outdoor brewing time. Talking about different video ideas and stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
Oh, we were talking about the meteor showers last night. Did anybody catch any of those? We went up north into Gatineau and beyond, and pretty good. We saw quite a few. I saw a couple. I was fiddling around with the camera a little bit too much, but you saw a good number even as soon as we arrived. Then the clouds came and we left.
The weather report says clear, but it was not clear. It was those
Yeah, it was foggy with then a couple little clouds came over, but they blew away. But then eventually some big clouds rolled in and we couldn't see stars, so we left. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you like the new format. Yeah, we've been kind of experimenting with it. I'll show you something else. Whoa, there we go. We got a new transition.
He's
go with
super
our new
proud
format.
with that.
Yeah.
He did the
Yeah.
Photoshop to make the guy one and
Yeah.
put that there.
So hopefully those things. Well, you didn't miss it, Joseph. Don't worry.
Can still try it tonight.
Yeah, it's a whole like where the Earth is apparently going through this dust cloud that it goes through every year around this time. So you can still, and it looks like it's going to be real clear tonight. So I mean, honestly, if you go out and just stare to the kind of, I think it'll still be sort of the north-northeast/northeast kind of zone. Find Perseus, get an app on your phone, find Perseus, and look in that general direction. But they kind of come just from there, so they could be. You notice they were pretty far away in some.
It's in a zone though.
In that zone, yeah. And you'll see something almost for sure. So check that out. And
Hear the chickadee?
oh yeah, can you guys hear the birds? That must make a nice little. I was thinking of setting up under the tree. That's a cicada there. That's not a bird. You probably know that. Cicada? I don't know what they're called in English. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the impromptu video with the Shui Xian. A little bit of chat about Sunday tea book. Coming up this Sunday at a different time. We're coming on at 7 p.m. Okay, so we had to change the time because I have another engagement. My mom turned 75. Yay for my mom! Actually, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Mom! If you watch us to the end, thank you. And anyway, that's about it. So. Anything else I should talk about? These guys are all subscribed, so if you're out there and you're in the weeds, subscribe. Like, what the heck is that hole in the bottom for? Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.
Oh, I know what
talking
he's saying. He was talking about the
Charcoal?
charcoal. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we'll do one. I think it's a great idea. I think maybe we assume that everybody knows that. Like, we'll show them how we do it. It doesn't have to be the official super right way, but we'll do a primer. I love that idea, and it's a fun outdoor video. I think the more we get outdoors, the better. Summer is waning. I don't want to say it.
I put that
I don't
right
want to
here.
believe it. Yeah. We can do as many camera setup as we want. So anyway, we won't go too crazy.
Tech guy says we can do anything we want.
Yeah, no, you heard me. I said as many cameras as we want. I didn't say anything. So I just want to make that clear. And I got one more fancy ending thing coming up for you guys, so hopefully that'll work out. But I think I'm going to say at this point, until next time, keep steeping. Oh, it didn't play the music. Still here, but it didn't play the music. Oh well, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great